Hey friends, hey! So it's SJ, your favorite spiritual life coach and mentor, and we are going to be doing Scorpio messages, all right? So per usual, I don't care if you have a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, Uranus, Jupiter, wherever, okay? If any of these messages resonate with you, then it is for you. Maybe some of them do, maybe all of them do, maybe just one or two does, okay? But if it resonates with you, it's for you, okay? It is for you. So we're going to start out with your spirit messages. These are any type of warning, heads up, anything that spirit wants you to, good grief, wants you to know right now at this time. My Scorpio placement. All right, Scorpio placement. So we have no place like home, chopped wood, and a change in the wind. So we have no place like home. What messages do you have for Scorpio placements right now at this time? Spook. Right now at this time, Spirit. Okay. Okay. If you have been doing some type of ritual, rather it is word magic or an affirmation ritual over your home, okay, or a home, but I would assume it would be yours. I don't know. It just feels like the results of something are going to be coming in, especially if you've been waiting for divine timing. Why is past trauma in reverse? Divine timing in reverse. Spoken word. All right, so listen. If you feel like you have to protect your home or maybe your children go, like let's say you co-parent with someone and you just feel like you need to send protection with them or re-protect your home when they come back, or I don't know, maybe it's your workplace or something. This right here is someone who feels like they're a little bit confused on if they should spiritually protect their home, because this is somebody who's been working on their traumas and their triggers and they don't want to act out of their past, but something is telling them that they need to do some type of ritual. I want to say protection, but I'm also kind of picking up for it's not that for all of you. I'm going to find out what else it could be. But somebody here is being very mindful that they're not acting out of a place of traumas or triggers like they did in their past. They're wanting to make sure that they're moving in a way that is connected to who they're becoming now. Okay? Why is extremism here? Yeah, this is coming up this way, even in the tarot. All right, so why is indecision here? Because I'm getting the same message for the tarot. This is somebody that doesn't want to move from their past. I have 6 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and 8 of Swords. Somebody wants to move forward with something, but they're very cautious of not doing it based off of old traumas, triggers, outdated thinking. They want to make sure that they're acting from a place of who they are now. Why is indecision here? For no place like home. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Somebody just wants to make sure that they're, because now I got a whole, like, there's multiple things coming from. So I have one group of you guys, okay, who may be wanting to protect your home or to do something in regarding your home, okay? But you're wanting to make sure that you're not acting from a place of trauma, that you're, acting from a place of who you are now, okay? There's another group of you who have always been drawn to maybe hoodoo, ancestor altar, something like that. And you're taking a break from some type of religion or organized religion. It doesn't have to be Christianity, it could be any kind of organized religion. You feel very called to do some type of glamour magic, ritual work, work with your ancestors, hoodoo, whatever. It is to the point where it almost calls you in your sleep. Somebody here feels nonstop like they're feeling called to do something. And with no place like home, it's almost making you feel a way that the more you take steps to learn about maybe glamour magic, these are just examples, maybe glamour magic, maybe hoodoo. Now, I'm not talking about putting a person in a jar, okay? This is coming up like someone who is feeling called to practice something that they may have been raised to believe is not good, or it's just not something that the people around you practice, and you're almost uncomfortable. It's a tug of war between your faith and your mind and your energy, because you feel so at home. The more you're reading things, you're thinking about certain things you were comfortable with as a child or certain things you were drawn to as a kid, and it's really making you feel some kind of way because you're really feeling at home. I'm not talking about putting someone in a jar. This is about somebody who may be wanting to just example, set up a ancestor altar to connect with their ancestors, but in their religion, they're not supposed to talk to, those who have passed on. Or somebody who is wanting to set up an ancestor altar to manifest protection, or to manifest, things in their life. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And this is someone who is almost taken back by how comfortable they feel. It could be anything. Okay. This is any type of something that's new to you. It's not new period, but it's new to you. Okay. I do see with the star card, as much as you're trying to not go that route, it's something that's very healing and very calming and peaceful, not just within you, but like within your home. There's something about like setting up this ancestor altar or whatever this is, and the peace that you feel. It's going to feel like I was meant to do this. So I see somebody exploring some type of new faith on their own, and kind of keeping it to themselves, because you may not be surrounded around people that are going to be very accepting of it or okay with it, but you're going to notice how much growth, healing, and positivity comes into your life because of it. All right. And I don't know why I just heard congratulations. All right. We have chopped wood. That talks about stability. It talks about foundation. Stability and foundation. Why is this here for the Scorpio placements? All right. Some of you guys have a boss or somebody who is watching you because there's something here about certain skills. Rather, this is leadership skills or certain skills that connect you to your past. But, you know, like let's say in a past job, you were a supervisor, but at this job, you are a regular, smegular worker. There's something here about that foundation still being very solid. And you may have a supervisor or a boss who is notating how you do really well in leadership situations, how well you do on your own, how well you can be an Indian as well as a chief. Like there's something here that you're trying to cut ties with in your past, but you don't realize that you have either reactivated those core, like you don't realize that you're telling on yourself because you're just moving in your everyday. But there is a boss or somebody of importance that may be noticing certain jobs, certain skills that may not be a part of your job description. Why is this important to know for them? Because at some point they're going to come to you wanting some type of help or wanting for some type of collaboration. That is where you're going to set your boundary. If you allow them to utilize your skills without making it clear a pay raise or a title or a position is to be included in this, then they are going to use that skill. If you make it very clear, oh, that's not what I do, but if that's what we're going to do, then, you know, you might as well, you know, start paying me like a supervisor or give me the title of supervisor. Some of you have the chance of actually getting it. Others of you don't. But that boundary that you set is going to be, I just heard it's going to behoove you. It's going to be in your best interest because if you allow them to utilize certain skills right off the bat, you're setting a foundation for yourself that when you do say, nah, I'm not doing it, it's going to be a problem. So it's important that you set that now. I also see that if this is a job that you like and you're wanting to set some type of foundation, this is going to help in your case in the future when you're like, let's say 2 years from now, you know, there's a spot that's open up and you're like, hey, you know, I want to blase. The way that you handle this particular situation, I know I said 2 years. I don't think it's going to be 2 years. I really think it's going to be in a few months. If you're needing to change something or you want to go to a different department or something, these are the kind of the foundation that you set where you have firm boundaries. You're not just going to let anybody use you. You know that, listen, I know that I have leadership skills. I know I'm good at Excel, or I know that I'm a good project manager or whatever. This is the kind of thing that's going to stick out to them, and you'll be putting yourself in a favorable position in the future. Ooh. Can you wait? Let me wait a minute. All right, change in the wind. Change in the wind. Change in the wind. That's talking about where you're going down one path and you're changing directions. You're going down, something happens and it completely changes the trajectory that you're on or the path you're on. Well, that will do it. Someone has a secret life, double life, hidden love, lies or holding back information. Ancestor spirit messages ignored. New aligned connections. New person. Soul tribe. The heck is going on here? Okay. All right. So listen, if you are in a connection with someone, or this looks more like you just met someone, not just, I would say just met them within the year. All right. This comes through like some of you guys maybe feeling like you've met your person. This person checks all your boxes and we are so in alignment. And look at all the things I've accomplished since meeting them. There's someone here that checks all your boxes and you feel like this is something, right? Spirit and your ancestors are saying, because they check all your boxes, there's something that you're not seeing. Or because you feel like you can trust them, or you guys were friends for a little while before, you feel like you could trust them, but there's something they're not telling you, or they live a double life. There's something they're not telling you. Your ancestors are telling you to slow down, because remember, at a light, the yellow light means to slow down, not to fly through. And I have repeated unlearned lessons. Some of y'all see the lesson, but you're convincing yourself that this is different. Oops. Why is someone has a secret? Look, come on now. Someone has a secret or double life. Why is that here? Thank you. Somebody could have kids, or they're still connecting with someone in their past. But hold on. Because that's only one card. Ancestor spiritual message being ignored. Thank you. New line connection. Second. Oh, what? Okay, so for some of you guys, this is not something romantic, but you're just being redirected. There's someone around you who is not who they say they are. They're more connected. I don't want to say they're connected to your past, but they represent some comfort zone that you've moved on from. For your ancestors and spiritual messages are being ignored, we have judgment. Your spirit and your ancestors are trying to save you from yourself, but man, you make it hard. Because with the Hermit here, this is the energy of you've been through so much, you worked through so much. It's almost like, I know what I'm doing. And they're like, we didn't say you didn't, but can you let us know that you received this message? Because you acting like you don't hear us. What is the outcome of this situation? Some of you guys, you know that this person is not your person, or it doesn't have to be romantic. But some of you guys are just kind of using this as a placeholder, using it as something like, I'm just, enjoying the situation until, something better comes along. But you're being asked to move differently. Oh my gosh. Why is it Nine of Wands here? Yeah. So here's the thing. The thing is that they need you free and clear because you do have a new opportunity, a new job, a new something that's coming in. Yeah. Some of you guys, look, some of you guys are so used to chaos that peace feels threatening. Like you guys are not used to having some type of peace and then a peaceful person comes in your life or a peaceful situation or, you know, peaceful circumstances. You're used to hanging on from one arm off the bridge and then a peaceful situation comes along and now you have to suffer through deciding to save yourself or the like you're so used to having to deal with drama and chaos and isolate and death and rebirth that when spirit says you've done enough of that, we just want you to coast through and show us that you can be peaceful and calm until a new situation comes in. You're like determined to, but I have to wrap up this chaos first. I'll be right back. And spirit's like, you don't wait, come back. You don't have to do that. That's not what this lesson's about. Like this is where you've already graduated, but you still at school trying to prove that you know stuff. Like some of y'all just need to relax. And look, and I'm not saying that your life is easy and you just have to allow it to be easy. But what I'm saying is everything is not an emergency. Everything is not a trauma. Everything is not a chaotic learning experience. You are allowed to learn without being traumatized. You are allowed to go through an experience without having to reach deep into your inner isolation, death and rebirth, traumatization. All right, I'm ready to cook. Here I come like the phoenix. Spirit's like everything ain't got to be like that. Sometimes you can simply say, okay, I know what that is. That's cool. All right, well, I'm gonna just leave that right there and then, go on. No death, no rebirth, no new beginnings. I don't even have to isolate. I don't even have to go through my deep and dark night of the soul. I don't even have to do all that. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not in survival mode. I'm not in fight or flight. And I'm going to allow this to feel good. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Spirit wants you to allow yourself to be present and just enjoy the moment. Everything doesn't have to be a chaotic learning experience. Some of you guys mentally know that, but when it gets too calm, you'll create a scenario in your head. I know why this person is here. I know what I'm supposed to do. Life is about the journey. Calm down. Sometimes life just be lifing because it's life. You know what I mean? That's like saying, like, I know why my dog is barking because in truth, no, sometimes dogs just be barking to bark because they're dogs. Just let them bark. You know? You're just a human. You're just a spiritual being having a human experience. Just let your body do human stuff for a second. You know what I'm saying? Everything doesn't have to be a spiritual awakening. Just chill as a human for a minute. Just sit down and listen to your body breathe for a minute. Feel your skin. This is my skin. This is my body. This is my heartbeat. I'm present. Just be present and relax. Okay. Enough of that. Okay. I'll leave you alone. All right. All right. Let's see. What else do you have for? I'll leave these out. I don't know. All right. Do you have any other messages for the Scorpio placements? Secret admirer. Someone new is entering your life. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. Casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Why is secret admirer here? Someone who is entering your life, need of assistance and guidance, someone is leaving your life or the end of a situation. What messages do you have for Scorpio placements? Ooh. Ooh. Goodness. What? Let me find out that y'all gonna be doing the nasty grind. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, one more. Ooh. Ooh. Listen. Y'all gotta be careful because right when you minding your business, here comes somebody ready to mind your business. Okay? You have somebody coming in who's very different from what you normally date, or this is someone that's just either they're not the type of person you normally date, or just how they approach you is completely different than what you're used to. Because this person's coming through not on no shy stuff. It's given, I like you, I want you, I've been watching you. And you're gonna be like, I got a man, I got a woman, no thank you. And they're gonna be like, no, you're not, because I've been watching you. I've been watching you come to this gym for 2 months. You ain't got no man. I've been watching you come to this gym for 2 months. You ain't got no girl. You're gonna be like, oh, why do I like this? I don't like the fact that you've been watching me, but why do I like the fact that they've been watching me? Mm-mm-mm. Why do we have a need of help and assistance and guidance? Some of you guys may be looking into getting a new car. You are really, oh goodness. Y'all really kind of all over the place a little bit. You know what? It's really giving. There's whoever this person is that's coming in, you don't want to like them, but you do. I also feel like for some of y'all, you don't want to like them, but you do. Because for some of y'all, this is business. And it's like, I don't have no business liking you the way that I do, but I do. Yeah. Or that's how somebody feels about you. Somebody does not want to like you because business. But there's something about like your confidence or something. Someone is going out of your life for the end of the situation. This is coming out like just when you are getting over someone, just when you are in the process of healing, you have tunnel vision, you are not worried about someone, you are in the middle of a glow up. You are trying to get your body back. You are trying to get your emotions back. You do not have time for nobody. This person comes in and I don't feel like it's planned. Okay. It doesn't make it. And this also could be somebody that there's an age gap. There's something about it that feels completely different than what you normally deal with. Okay. There could be a big age difference there. It could be something that practically doesn't make sense because maybe at one point this used to be your boss, you know, back in the day, or maybe you guys worked together or something. It's something where you may need their help, their assistance, but they're not in your life like that anymore. Or this, I don't know. Because for some of y'all, it's like, if you're doing business with this person, it does come off like you may asked to be assigned to someone else or asked to work with someone else. Why do they need to even know this? But what's really weird is I literally saw the chemistry between y'all is really insane. And it's going to be really hard to do a job or be around someone in a professional. It's going to get to the point where it's just too much because you and this person is too much. Y'all want to touch each other's private parts. Someone is going out of your life for the end of a situation with fulfillment and excitement. Why is this here? You know what? And somebody here may have just gotten out of a relationship. A divorce is final. A breakup is fine. Yeah. A breakup is finally final. So it's like, I don't know, guys. It's giving now I'm free to move the way I want to move. Friendship is in reverse. It's just like I said. Look, there is somebody that may not have been moving a certain kind of way because they knew they hadn't tied up loose ends yet. Loose ends are being tied up. And this person just comes in full blast. They don't, and you may be thinking, oh, you want to work together again. And they like, yeah, at dinner, because I'm going to take you out or something, because this is coming through like they have fulfilled some obligation. So whatever was in their life that was taking up their time, their energy, whatever is gone. What is excitement here for? Appreciation. Somebody appreciates that this is all wrapped up because they ready to go. They also appreciate like how fun and free. There's something here about, I mean, I know you guys are Scorpio placements, but it's like you give someone the freedom to just be without controlling them or vice versa. That's how they'll feel. Just be careful because for some of y'all got somebody here who is like, they really want to be of assistance. You're going to be like, listen, I get it. You can help me out. And I appreciate that. But if I need your help, I'll let you know. And this person, y'all got, listen, y'all got somebody new who's been watching you. They're okay. The outcome of this situation. Any advice in the outcome? Fair enough. Obviously, the outcome is going to be different for everyone, but the advice is to don't get too obsessive, too controlling, too deep. Okay. This is like enjoy it for what it is, see it for what it is, not for what you want it to be. The outcome for some of you guys, this could be something that can be a pretty positive thing. But again, you're still being asked to be very practical in what you're expecting from this situation and not to see it through rose-colored glasses, because I do see like a level of just like secrecy and I don't know. Y'all gonna be doing stuff. Okay. Anyway, whew, it's hot in here. So let's go ahead and get your what's the tea messages. What is the tea? What is the tea on the Scorpio placements? What is the tea on the Scorpio placements? I don't like it when a whole bunch of them flip over at once. What is the tea for the Scorpio placements? Can y'all just one at a time, please? Because I just, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happiness, great passion, someone working against you or behind your back. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay. What is the T on the Scorpio placements? What is the T on the Scorpio placement? There's some success that you're coming into that you have somebody very threatened by. You may be doing something that you're very passionate about. Somebody wants to make something hard for you because they can't be a part of this success. It's like if they can't be a part of it, then they're going to convince you that there's no need in doing it. I don't understand why somebody is so bothered by you, though. That's what I don't get. Looking you up. Looking you up. Thank you. Inside scoop. Stalker. Sand. Out hungry. Rejected. Threatening. For some of y'all, this is the girlfriend or the boyfriend of an ex. You're a part of a relationship that you're not even a part of. I'll say that. You definitely have an ex. This could be an ex-friend too, but this also looks like an ex. The current partner of an ex that is so threatened by you because either you're single and you've had some type of glow up. This person is not sure if you're trying to stay single because you're trying to get your ex back or be in competition with them. I don't like, you're not here. You're not worried about this person's partner. You're not worried about your ex. If you're telling me, oh my gosh, SJ, I worry about my partner all the time, I'd be stalking him, then that's not your message. Because I don't see you here nowhere. You're minding your own business. And so is this person minding your business too. You know, like that TikTok meme, you know, I feel like I'm never alone because there's always a one person minding my business. You know, that's how this, you should feel like you're never alone. Because everywhere you go, your ex's partner is minding your business. So with someone working against you behind your back, this person is trying to find something on you in order, it's like they gossip and go back and tell your ex stuff in order to put negative thoughts in your ex's head, thinking that that's going to prevent your ex from looking you up, wanting to talk to you, or wanting to deal with you. But I don't think they realize that you don't even care about your. I have rejected, and I have 7 of Wands here. You probably have this person blocked. You are not worried about this person, but this person is concerned that you may be, that they may be trying to find ways to reach out and talk to you. They need to do something. They need to get overtime or do something with their time that they can get paid for, because they're doing this for free. They're stalking you for free. It makes no sense. Says anything, does anything, will make stuff up. Page of Swords, like they're spying on you, making assumptions, and then running back and telling your person just whatever. Like, and we have kiss and butt. We have the 5 of Swords. This person is so worried that when it comes to competing, that this person is going to run back in your direction. They are like, this is major pick me, pick Michael. Okay. This is a pick Misha, pick Michael. Somebody really wants to find something worth making you look very unattractive to your person. And when someone is working against you behind your back, but someone will make you try to do something against your will. If this person wants to reach out to you, they will. The problem is they can't, because you either have them blocked or you don't be worrying about them. You happiness, you're happy, great passion. You're dealing with things you're passionate about. It's not your fault that this other person is passionate about you. Use your intuition. Okay. Got them riled up. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Why is that here? Yep. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes, okay? Do not, first of all, if your intuition is telling you to put your profile on private or something, do so. If your intuition is telling you not to worry about something, then don't. Okay? If your intuition is telling you not to respond to something, then don't. Because it's coming up like somebody wants you to be just as bothered as them. They want to get you to say something or do something, but your intuition is telling you no. But your ego is like, oh no, they want all the smoke. Listen, I'm about to become a chimney. You want this smoke? I'm going to give you this smoke. The universe is like, listen to your intuition. Yeah, exactly. They're doing this on purpose. So don't do it. And for some of you guys, another reason why Spirit is telling you not to do it, for some of you, not all of you, this person has every intentions of putting you in a position that can be used against you at work. So if they're trying to trigger you to talk or to respond to something at, on social media or something, I don't know, and you end up doing it, this is something that, somebody could screenshot and be like, so that you are okay with your employees talking to people, or it's something where someone is trying to set you up to affect your stability, your foundation, and your money. So don't even bother. Do what you need to do to keep yourself protected. If your intuition is telling you to protect your energy, to protect your page or whatever you got to do so. Okay. Trust me, somebody is more worried about you than you are them. And that, is embarrassing. That's what it is. Right. So that's the tea on y'all. Make sure that y'all have y'all stuff covered, because y'all got somebody all in y'all business. And for some of you, if you have if you are dating or you have some type of new relationship, this is for future. I'm literally hearing you become a target because your ex will be triggered. If your ex finds out that you're dating someone, they will be triggered, because whoever you're dating or will be dating in the future is the complete opposite of your ex. Take that. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, it's not your message. Money messages, money and career. Oh, good. Money and career messages for Scorpio placements. Money and career messages for Scorpio placements. Keep your head down and mind your business. There's oh goodness. Why does somebody think like I don't understand why they even need to know this? I don't understand why they need to know this though. Like why does this even matter? Money and career. Mature one. Okay. What in the world type of people? Message. Look, don't tell people how much you make. You have somebody who's pocket watching you. You may be getting some type of pay raise or your circumstances are getting ready to change very, very much so, okay? It's like you may go from just making ends meet to just living very, well and very comfortably. And you have someone here who may be taking it upon themselves to intervene with that or to, I don't know. It's like it's almost like somebody's assuming that you get some type of government assistance and they about to tell the government, but it's like you don't get government assistance. Or if you get government assistance, by the time this person runs to tell on you, you didn't already let them know and they already adjusted your benefits or something. Like somebody is upset because they can't affect your stability, but it's giving because your stability has changed. It's like somebody wants to keep you broken down and poor forever. What the heck is this? Why is poverty here? Look. Y'all gotta be, look, stop telling people your business. And I know y'all don't feel it gives the vibe of when I win the lottery, I may not tell anybody I won the lottery, but there will be signs. That's what it's giving. So I'm not saying don't let there be signs. But some of you guys are doing it so blatant that you have somebody triggered, and you'll know that this is the message for you because this is somebody that doesn't want you to be more successful than them, or they give you money and they don't feel like it's fair. Like if they're paying child support or alimony, you look like you're doing good. Or I'm about to let the court know that I think they got a good job because they got a 2025 Lexus SUV. I'm not paying child support. It's something that they're upset that they're not able to affect some type of stability. I'm about to find out what this unexpected income is, though. Why is false person here? Look, I'm telling you. Also, the other thing I'm getting with money and career, for those of you guys who are like, under no circumstances do I ever tell anybody my business, you're going to be very happy that you have moved away from some type of lack mentality. That's not who you are anymore. You are the kind of person now that has changed your core beliefs to where you're starting to see your immediate surroundings change. You're starting to find money in places. Money and opportunities are starting to come to you. You go from being somebody who's barely making ends meet to somebody who has money put aside and money in investments and doing that, right? This is also an energy, again, I can't get away from this message. You're being cautioned, though. Someone is going to notice the shift, whether you say anything or not. So make sure that you stay protected. If you know this person is petty, stay one step ahead of them, okay? Because they are going to confront you. They want to know, what are you doing? What have you done? How are you making this money? How can you afford this new car? How could you go on this trip? It's something. They are definitely pocket watching, but there's something here about a shift, a change in your relationship with money, your relationship with yourself. Somebody, I cannot shake this, that there's somebody, rather it's that, yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate, but this is somebody that feels a way that they do not. If you're struggling right now, you're not going to be struggling for long. I'm telling you, somebody, whatever this is, where it does look like some type of mindset shift, Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords. It's like, because I got the Ten of Swords first. So it's like after some type of complete breakdown, things start shifting. You have completely changed your mindset. You're moving different. You're making different decisions. You're responding differently to the same situations. Therefore, it's putting you on a different path. Okay. I know this is your career and money section, but I mean, it may not necessarily, I mean, it could affect work because I saw Ace of Wands. Okay. So I do see that you may start noticing that more opportunities are coming your way, or it's something. Okay. But the shift is enough to where people notice. Okay. And there's one person in particular who wants to keep you under their thumb or have some type of form of control of how well you can do, how well you can't do. And if you are doing well, or you are moving up in some way, I'm not going to help create stability by giving you alimony or child support in the meantime. It's something where it's like you just can't get away from it. But still, they don't want that to trigger your mindset into going back. Stay moving forward, or keep your mindset where it's at. Don't respond. Make sure that you're responding different. Okay? Because it just looks like there's someone who, I mean, and this could be about, I don't know, but there's someone that's very triggered that they cannot affect your money or your career or how much money you're coming in, or they can't affect something and it's driving them crazy. It's almost like they're trying to find ways to affect something. So just stay prayed up. Make sure that you stay with protection on and that you're good. All right. But I do see a shift. I do see it's going to be unexpected. It comes after some type of breakdown, and you're going to know because the way that you move is different. You're making different decisions during the same type of breakdowns, and it's putting you on a whole different path. All right. So last, love messages. Love messages for the Scorpio placements. Can I get some love messages for the Scorpio placements? Who y'all running from? Who y'all running from? You used to be the runner, or yeah. Someone who used to be the runner is now the chaser. Look, I'm sorry, whoever used to be yeah, y'all know what I mean. I feel like you were the chaser in a particular situation, but you're in some type of separation and you're moving different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called, okay. Whoever was the chaser is now the runner, only you know what side you were on, or that's what's about to happen. When it comes to you, though, you are removing yourself from a situation that you are accepting you no longer align with. It's causing this, yeah. And even when this person like reaches out or does little things to get your attention, you're not responding the same. It's driving them crazy, or it will. It's going to start to drive them crazy. At first, they're going to feel like, they can handle it. And then they're going to feel like, what? Why are they acting like this to me? Give me love messages for the Scorpio placements. Somebody is looking at sexual photos to hold them over. Somebody, you're not speaking to somebody, it's driving them crazy, but you may be feeling like they didn't, yeah, oh my gosh. I'm talking to Scorpio placements who feel like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not going to keep giving somebody an open door pass or have it. It's giving like I'm over this and I'm done with this. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. One more. Okay. And I got 2 more. Okay. You think that this person is ignoring you. You don't think the person is, okay? They're ignoring you, but you can feel them all in your energy and you're over it. It's like either leave me alone or come back and act like you have some sense. This must be a tug of war that you guys do often because your energy is coming up. Like, to say you're over it is an understatement. You are over it, okay? This person is looking at sexual pictures or sexual things to pacify themselves because they don't want you to leave their energy. They are very possessive of this divine connection, but it's driving them crazy. Somebody who's used to being in control does not have control over this connection. This is somebody who has to remind themselves to ignore you because they're always looking at your pictures. This is giving complete, like when I tell you I'm aggravated, It's like, how are you pushing Scorpio placement away, but you're looking at their pictures and yearning for them? Pick a fence and stay on that side. Because I feel like for some of y'all, that's the energy that you're in. You're like, yo, we've been doing this X amount of months, years, decades, whatever. We're not going to keep doing this. Pick a side and then stand 10 toes down on that side. Why is divine guidance here? This person is infuriating. It's like somebody, even when they get guidance, I got 6 of cups, 8 of cups. It's like somebody's saying, pick a side. You either leave or you reconcile. But they have well, that's up to Scorpio placement. God. What is the overall outcome of this? Proud of you. You're going to choose your peace over this person and leave they behind right out in the cold to deal with they stuff on themselves. If you're constantly feeling this person in your energy, that's going to subside, but that's going to subside because you are going to intentionally feel the energy and send it back, or you're going to feel the energy. And I literally saw somebody like feel the energy and then ground it into the ground instead of like absorbing it and feeling the warm fuzzies, which is incredible. Yeah. You don't want to, you pick a side. So you're going to do you, and this person is going to desperately start trying to get your attention. Any advice for the Scorpio placement? Keep moving and doing, keep moving and doing what you're doing, because the moment that you stop and just allow yourself to be in the energy, it's like you kind of lose focus. Right now, okay, this is whoever this person is to you, it's giving the vibe and the energy of the lesson in this at this time is you learning how to put your purpose, your life purpose, or whatever you were put on this earth to do first, and this person second. There's something here about learning how to detach with love instead of a grudge. Like some of you guys may really hold on to people until they completely piss you off and you absolutely hate them, and then you have to detach. You're learning how to detach with love. You don't have to hate someone in order to detach from them, or you don't have to wait until they do something so triggering and so like narcissistic and ridiculous before you have to let them go. It is okay to still have feelings and emotion for someone, but choose your purpose, choose yourself, choose your path, and just detach, because that's what needs to happen. Okay. So let me know if this resonates with you. All right. And I'll see you guys in the next one.